have Miss Kuranga Eunice. She's a registered nurse by profession, a writer, and a poet by passion. She is a purpose discovery coach. She is the founder of Pregnant Dreamers Academy, a platform that guides youth on how to discover who God wants them to be and also show them how to live life fearlessly and courageously. She has a compendium of poems to her name and has also co-authored two books, with other writers and poets. With Jesus' joy in our heart, Gold Polishers 2023, I need you to welcome to the podium Miss Kuranga Eunice.
Good evening. Good evening. I
We
think I love the
celebrate
way
you.
you call. I love the way you call my Kuranga. Good evening,
Thank you.
everyone.
Good
Thank you
evening,
so much
ma'am.
for that, and thank you for having me tonight. Thank you, everyone. Good evening. I want to say it has been an amazing time since yesterday. I don't know about you, but I've been blessed. I've been blessed so far. So if you have been blessed, can you just type it in the comment section that I've been blessed? I've been blessed. It's been wonderful. The first panelist to the second panelist, and tonight I believe that God is set to bless us yet again. So thank you so much, everyone. Tonight we're going to be looking at a very important topic. We've been talking about goals, goal setting, and this morning it was on positioning yourself, and so many wonderful topics. And tonight we'll be talking about something which is strategic goal evaluation for productive living. Strategic goal evaluation for productive living. I don't know if it's going to be possible this evening to share my screen with you all. Let's give it a try. I would like to share some slides with you because I want us to. I believe that people learn quickly with the aid of audio, visual aids. It's so important when people. Oh my. Okay. All right. I hope you can see my screen, please.
Yes, ma'am, we can.
All right. Sorry, my phone battery is so low. I'm trying to charge it. Okay. So, not to waste our time. Yesterday, the first panelist, Sister Eyimofe. Wow, what a wonderful session. She spoke about goal setting and she said a lot of things about just a minute, please. She said a lot about goal setting, and I was personally blessed by it. Okay, yeah, we're there. So tonight, just like I said, we'll be looking at strategic goal evaluation. You've known a lot about goal setting. I know some people can close their eyes, and if they have, even if they wake you up from sleep, what's goal setting? I know that you can actually share with us. The one I'm going to share the slide with you as a PDF, but I'd like to share this with you all. Okay, so can you see my screen, please?
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
hello, you're welcome. Say you're welcome. So my name is just a recap of my introduction, just a short introduction. My name is Kuranga Eunice, and I'm a registered
Apologies,
nurse.
ma'am. Could you possibly turn your screen to landscape?
I'm actually trying to. My phone is hot, like that's been working since morning. And I'm trying to even, yeah, I think we're almost there. Yes,
Oh,
thank
okay.
you.
Yeah, it's better now. Thank you, ma'am.
My phone has been working since morning non-stop, so it's misbehaving this evening, but I believe God is going to touch it and going to have a
Amen.
wonderful. All right, thank you. So, hello, you're welcome. And welcome to everyone again. And just like Pastor Shegun has introduced me, my name is Kuranga Eunice. I am a registered nurse, a writer, a purpose discovery coach, a poet, a graphic designer, and a whole lot more. A podcaster. Just mention anything, then you will find me there. All right. So why are we here today? There are three categories of people that I believe attend conferences, seminars, and online programs like this. The first category of people, I call them the confused. Their friend made them come here. My friend made me come here. I want to add to the numbers. I don't even know. I love the flyer. And I click the link. I've met so many people like that. They are just confused. And there are some people that are curious about the theme of the program. When they saw the theme, they're like, oh, go setting. Let me just join. They are confused. They don't even know why they are there, but they are just there. I love joining different groups. There are some people like that. Some are here to pass time. I don't have anything doing presently. I'm just idle. Let me just join. And there are some set of people, which I believe 90% of people on this group chat will fall in this category. Or if they are not in this category, will eventually fall to this category. They are here to learn about how to set their goals, get their goals, and be their goals. So I believe that regardless of which set or which category you fall to tonight, one thing is certain, you won't be the same after this program. I'm not praying. I know of a certainty that nothing is going to change that fact. We are not going to leave this program the same way. So yeah, while preparing for this goal setting program, I went to the kitchen to prepare 2-course meal for you. So you are welcome to the goal setting restaurant. I'm your chef, Kuranga chef. So I prepared 2-course meal for you.
Glory.
An appetizer
Must
and
stay in the building.
oh, pastor. Okay. All right. So I said appetizer. Trust me, my meals are always very sweet though. Garnish with a lot of condiment and vegetables. So I prepared appetizer for you and the main course. So for this appetizer, a lot has been said about it yesterday, so we won't be dwelling too much, or we won't be dwelling a long time on this. I'm just going to be asking you some questions. So this appetizer, we will be doing it together. We'll be eating it. We chop everything together tonight. It's only the main course that are we 90% of it is going to be talking session. So for the appetizer, yesterday, this morning, a lot has been said about goal and goal setting, because it's just as if they built a foundation for me. I can't go to my own main course. You can't hit the main course without the appetizer. So I want to really appreciate Sister Eyumofe for doing an amazing work yesterday. But I really want to know that, I really want to confirm if people really could handle or could if they held on to something, because that is the foundation I'm going to build on tonight. So I'd like to ask, what is a goal? Anybody, what is a goal? You can mute your mic and just give us a brief definition of a goal. Anybody? I'll call names though. Can't come to my class and you not talk. What is a goal? Anybody? I will ask Sister Imofe to fish out those that came yesterday to our class and were active. Fish them out for me now. What is a goal? Anybody? Please, I would like that, because I won't be able to check your chat. You can just unmute and make use of the voice chat, please. What is a goal? Who wants to give us the definition? Since someone is unmuting, is okay. I don't want us to waste time. Is somebody typing?
Not at all. I guess Ajibade Praise is trying to speak, but maybe our network isn't favoring. I wouldn't know. I think Goodness too is unmuted.
Okay. Wow. All right. Why I still wait for them? I would like to
Okay,
just give my
good evening.
okay.
A goal
Good evening.
is a specific target that is, excuse me,
Okay.
that is desired to be achieved within a measurable period of time.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for that. A target. I love that word and that measurable time. Banger. Thank you so much for that. So, what is a goal? As simple as ABC. An aim, a target, something that you want to achieve within a stipulated time. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. This is what I want to achieve within this period of time. I'm still going to get to the SMART technique that Sister Imofe gave yesterday. So your goal needs to be SMART. So a goal is something you want to achieve within a stipulated time, a measurable time. And the second question is, what is goal setting? What is goal setting? Anybody? Anybody? So not to waste our time, goal setting means that you are putting something in place to achieve that target. We said goal is a target, something you want to achieve. So when you now set a goal, that means you are putting some things in place. Oh, I want to achieve this thing. I want to, just like someone said yesterday, that you want to read more books. Or what are those things you need to put in place to achieve that goal? That's goal setting. Then how do you set a goal? This is where the technique of SMART comes in. And S is specific. Your goal must be specific. It doesn't have to just be scatter. It must be, okay, this is what I want to achieve. Your goal must be measurable. At so time, from so time, I want to do this. Your goal must be achievable. And I think some use accurate. Yeah. So, and your goal must be relevant or realistic. Some use realistic. It's not as if, oh, I want to. Some people can, that your reading prowess. Maybe you can't read more than 20 books in a year, and you say you want to read 100 books because somebody is reading 100 books. Does it make sense? So it's not realistic. So your goal must be realistic. It should be within your capacity, not outside your capacity. Not because I want to think outside the box. I want to exceed what I can. Yes, you can actually become better at what you do before, but do not make it too unrealistic that you will eventually give it up. So how to set a goal? It must be realistic, or it must be relevant to to whatever you are pursuing in life. That's why yesterday Pastor Shegun also said it, that you can't set a goal without you having your purpose. You can't set a goal if you don't know your purpose, because how do you set a goal on just on the year or in the year? So you have to set it on something, and it must be time bound. Very important. It must be time bound. Your goal must be time bound. Then when to set a goal? When do we set a goal? Now, this is a big question. You set a goal anytime. As far as you are alive, you can set your goal. As far as you are alive, you can set. It doesn't have to be, because everybody sets a goal every end of the year. I must do that. You can set it anytime. And how often too? This goes with the question of when to set a goal. Normally I'm someone who usually sets my goal 2 or 3 months before the end of the year. But last year it was so busy for me, and apart from being busy, I was trying to juggle between two jobs. I was trying to find my parts in the new job, and everything was just so clumsy and busy. I couldn't set my goal. And till the second week of January, I was still trying to find my feet. And I think it wasn't on the third week. I just picked my pen. This thing is in my head, but I've not penned them down. So I just determined that day and I put down those goals. Now, that is not at the beginning of the year. There are some people who make their goals every month. There are some people who make their goals yearly. There are yearly goals, there are weekly goals, daily goals. Even the goals I made this year, I had to even break them down. Now I've even imbibed the culture of doing a weekly goal. Okay, this week, what are those things I want to achieve this week? Even when you do that, it even makes it so easy for you. But what works for me might not work for you. Your home might actually be monthly, yours might be weekly, yours might be annually, quarterly, whatever works for you. Ensure that you look for something that works for you. It doesn't matter if you are making your goal weekly. The goal is that you must achieve your goal, or the aim is to achieve your goal. Yeah. So who should set a goal? Anyone who wants to live long. I'm sorry for using that, but anyone that wants to live long. So look at this is the summary. The goal is the aim or the target. The goal setting is the process or the activities that you need to achieve that goal. And why set a goal? Because you want to be productive. Because you want to live a better life. You just want to live a life without an objective, without an aim, without a purpose. So how to set a goal? You use the SMART technique. And when you set a goal, you set it every time, anytime. And who to set a goal? Anyone and everyone. So this evening, we want to hit the main course. Who is ready to dine with me? If you are ready to dine with me, can you unmute your mic and say, yes, I am ready to dine. We want to eat. We want to eat the meal with fork. If you
Yes,
look
I'm
at
ready. Oh,
if
I'm ready
you know
for.
that fork and knife will not be it's snug. If you don't know how to use, just remove fork and knife and let us use hand and spoon. If that is not work with you. And the main
Ebi
course,
ń pa mí o.
hey, I'm ready to give you food. This hunger, we must quench it. We must satisfy this our longings. Yeah. So the meal on item 1, we have what does living productively, because if you remember that, I don't know if some people are just joining us. The topic before me is strategic goal evaluation for productive living. So for this main course, we have what does living productively mean? Living productively, what does evaluation mean? That's another thing on this menu. So be picking your food. I know this food is for everyone, so you are going to get food, so just eat everything that we have today. And why should I made a mistake. Why you should evaluate your goals? Yeah, you can still have it that way. The productive rule. I'm going to give you the productive rule and how to evaluate your goals and the practical steps. All right. So yeah. Now, before I move to the goal evaluation and the productive living, I want us to say something about goals. Goals are the desired end point. The things you need to do to achieve the goals are the activities. The goals. I'm sorry, I think I made a mistake there. The things you do to achieve the goals, that's the activities, are the means to those ends. Yeah. So those things that you have to do, those things that you put in place are the means to those ends. Just like I said, that goals are the desired end, those things that you want to see. Now look at this example that I gave, goals. Now one of those examples, I think someone gave this particular goal yesterday, and I was listening to her. She said she wants to read, I don't know, I can't remember. She said she wants to read books and she just wants to be reading books this year. So for example, probably she wants to read 20 books this year. Now, how will she achieve this? Probably she will put it in her writing that she will read one book each month. She will read one chapter every day. I don't know what works for her, but this is what works for me. Sometimes I make my goals like this. Oh, I want to read 32 books or 52 books this year, 1 book per month. Sometimes I make it even easier. I put them spiritual books for January, financial books for February, like that. So, and another thing is maybe she wants to read books every day, 1 chapter per day, 2 chapters per day, as it works for her. So everyone should have a goal, just like it was said yesterday that we need to have a goal. Now, you want to achieve all the things that you have been noting down since yesterday. I want to believe that since yesterday you have been writing down you've been putting down some things that you want to put in place in regards to your goals. Before you can achieve all those things, or while achieving them, or even after achieving them, you must know something that to be sure that you are right on track. You have to do a goal evaluation. That is where tonight's teaching is coming in. Yes, you have put down a goal. I want to read 20 books. The activity, I'm reading 1 chapter per day. Now, you want to evaluate those activities that you are doing, if truly you are really doing them. I think from the main course I wrote here, I said, what does living productively means? Everyone can be living. Everyone can be living. Now look at this. You either live right or you don't live at all. Do you know that it's possible that you can be living, but you're not living at all? Or you can be living, but you're not living productively. You can be living, but you have nothing to show for it. Oh, some people might be saying, I'm 35 years old. Me, you don't know my age. Ha! I am this, I am that. Where is the evidence that you really lived? So you either live right or you don't live at all. Now, if you don't understand what I mean by this, let me give you an example. A farmer. How will you know that a farmer is truly working if you don't see those products from his farm? How would you know? There's no way you want to know if a farmer is truly working if not for those products from his farm. Oh, if a farmer just use his mouth and say, yes, I planted rice on my farm, maize on my farm, guinea corn, and using his mouth, where is those things that you said you planted? We've not seen anything now. So the only way we can actually know that a farmer is working is when we see those things that he has to show for it. So this is productive or productivity. So it is really essential that anyone who is setting goal or anyone who is living should live productively. We want to see the result of what you are doing. I hope somebody is getting me. And this is where goal evaluation comes in. When you talk about evaluation, it means assessing, to judge. You need to judge the value or condition of something or someone in a very careful and thoughtful way. You want to know if that thing is working well or is in its right condition, a good condition. So, if you are serious about your goals, you must track them. Put a GPS on that goal. Now, you are not just, it's not really proper that you just make a goal and you leave it like that. You don't just set a goal and forget about it. You need to evaluate it before, during, and even after. Many people just, I want to read 20 books this year, and eventually at the end of this year, they read 10 books, and I read 10 books. That's all. There are some things you need to put in so that the following year you will not make that same mistake again. That's why there's a repetition of the same mistake over and over again, and people give up setting goals. Last year, I couldn't meet up with my goals. I couldn't meet up, and this year too, it doesn't look like it. What is that thing that is? What is that thing that you are doing wrongly? You need to check it. That is where goal evaluation is coming in. So you need to evaluate your goal. So if you are so serious about your goals, you must track them. It's like putting a GPS. I don't even know GPS. Like trying to track, like they do it in all these American movies, or even Nigerian movies are getting better. So it's like You are trying to check where has your goal gotten to. Do you know that your goals can be lost? They can be kidnapped by Boko Haram. Nobody's goal will be kidnapped by Boko Haram. Or my goals will not be kidnapped by Boko Haram. So when you evaluate your goals, it helps you to know where exactly have I gotten to. So it's not, I said something the other time that it's not only after the end of the year or after. So I know people set goals differently. Some set their goals monthly, weekly. So you need to evaluate. There are different times you can evaluate. You can evaluate in between the goals while you are still pursuing that goal, while you are still doing those or carrying out those goals, and even after you are done. When you do this, you are actively making progress to reach those goals. You are becoming more aware consciously. You are putting that conscious mindset that, yes, I need to do this thing. I need to do this thing. Now, what are those importance of goal evaluation? The first one is it helps you set new goals. When you keep track of your goals, that means when you evaluate your goals, it helps you to set new goals. Probably, I need to add more goals to this particular one that I have already. It helps you to it helps you to keep track of your progress. It's not enough to just make goals. It's not enough. You need to keep track of that thing. Oh, I've gotten to this level. I need to you're not making enough progress and you feel that, oh yeah, let me do more. Or probably you can't go too fast anyway. I wanted to say probably you're going too fast and you need to slow down. But it helps you to keep track of it. It helps you to eliminate deficiencies in the goal. Oh, these are things that I need to take out. These are those things that are not necessary. I need to take them out. And it helps you to live a productive and a better life. There's a mistake there. It helps you to live a productive and a better life. But I say evaluation as a medical checkup. Many people they make goals, but they don't evaluate them. They don't evaluate their goals. It's like a medical checkup when you go to the hospital and they do your blood pressure, they do your temperature, they do your pulse, your respiration, your blood sugar level, your height, and so many your weight. They want to know the state of your health. Are you improving? Do you need a particular medication? Do you need a bed rest? And so many other things. So evaluation is like a medical checkup. I hope we are still together. What did I say the last thing I said? What was the last thing I said? Evaluation is like a what?
A checkup, medical checkup, or hospital checkup.
Yes. Evaluation is like a medical checkup. Now, for like the example I gave the other time, a farmer with his product, the farmer is going back to the farm. Oh, let me water the farm. These are those things I need to put so that this crop is not growing the way it should grow. What are those things I need to put? What are those fertilizers that I need to add to it? So those are the reason why you need to put goal evaluation as a topmost skill in this time. Now, how do you evaluate your goals? Now, I'm going to the practical section, and very soon we'll all be doing this together. I'm still going. I don't know. I love books so much, and I always like to put it as one of my goals. Now, to read 20 books this year. Probably this is one of your goals. If you remember, there was a particular slide that talked about just the goal and the activity. That is in the goal setting. You have your goal. You have using the SMART technique. You already have your goal, and you have the activity or the things that you need to put in place to achieve that goal. Now, when it now comes to evaluating those goals, you have to ask yourself questions. Oh, I want to read 20 books this year. The activity will not be read one chapter per day. It will not be in a form of a question. Did I read one chapter every day? Did I read one book per month? Now, the outcome, if when you ask yourself question, you're putting yourself on a spot for a change. You are rebuking yourself, you are reprimanding yourself, and nobody can do this for you when it comes to goal setting and goal achieving. So you are putting yourself on the spot, as if you are whipping yourself, but don't be too hard on yourself, Don't be too hard on yourself. So if the outcome is now no, put it there, no. Now, probably your own is you want to have a consistent prayer life. And one of the activity for your goal setting was, I want to wake up every 5 a.m. to pray. I want to wake up by 12 a.m. for VGs. I want to read my Bible while I'm praying. I want to have a prayer partner. I want to go to church for prayer meetings. Now, the activity for goal evaluation will now be, did I wake up to pray at 5 a.m.? Did I pray with my prayer partner? Did I add the VG? Now, if the outcome is yes, you put yes. If it is no, you put no. Then you sum it up. How many yes do you have? How many no do you have? So, with all the no's, you will not check all those no's that you have. Then make another, I'm sorry, I didn't have another slide that has the new goals. This one is for the past goals. So you now have another. I'm still going to get to the instruments and the tools that you need for goal evaluating or goal evaluation, whichever one. So all the no's, pick all the no's. Then you make another list. Okay, what were those things that happened? Why was I not able to achieve reading a chapter per day? Was it that I was too busy? I procrastinated? I was tired? List it out, those things that didn't allow you to achieve that particular goals. Now, on another column, you write it there. What are those things I need to put in place to now achieve those goals? Probably it's actually you're doing this at the end of the year. Though I won't advise you to wait till the end of the year before evaluating your goals. I said it the other time. You can try to evaluate your goals quarterly. You can maybe after 3 months, 6 months, you can try to do that. It will help you. Because if you evaluate your goals, I don't know if I mentioned this the other time, if you evaluate your goals, you're able to live productively. The reason for evaluating your goals is because you want to live a productive life. So you can't just stay at goal setting. You need to evaluate, because it's possible that you have a good goal, but because you are not evaluating that goal, I said it the other time, I made a remark that your goals can be lost. It can be kidnapped by Boko Haram if you are not careful. It can be lost in Sambisa forest. But because you have a good goal, but because you're not tracking it, you're not sure where it is. It's possible that at the end of the day, you'll now be wondering, what happened now? I had a good goal there at the beginning of this year, and I was doing it, but you were not doing it well. So, I said the other time that you can be living, but you're not living productively. You have nothing to show for it. So that's why it's necessary that aside from having a goal, setting a goal, you are tracking the goal, you're evaluating the goal. Is somebody getting me? Praise
Yes,
God,
ma'am.
somebody. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So if you want to become your goals, you need to set your goals and evaluate your goals. You need to evaluate your goals, because this is the only way you can have a productive life. Now, the productive rule states that when there is a goal, there is productivity, provided the goal evaluation remains constant. Science students and or economic students can attest to this. I don't even know where I picked it from, but I just knew that I was just writing my notes and I felt led to write it this way. So when there is a goal, there is productivity, provided the goal evaluation remains constant. That means whether you have a goal, or no, if you don't have a goal, you cannot have productivity. I don't know if somebody is getting me. When there is a goal and there is goal evaluation, there will be productivity. So let's say goal evaluation is like their mother. So if either there is goal. If there is no goal evaluation, there will be no productivity. Is somebody getting that? Is somebody getting that? So when there is a goal,
Yes.
there's productivity, provided the goal evaluation remains constant. Yeah. So for effective goal evaluation, ensure that you have these tools. I don't know. I know we are in this digital generation, and many people feels that typing on their phone, having their notepad is easier than pen. I don't know, but pen and paper or journal and paper still works for me a lot. A lot. I don't know about others, but it's really good if you have a journal. Don't just rely solely on your notepad. You can have a notepad anyway, but ensure that you have a journal and a pen and have a good atmosphere where you want to do evaluation. Ensure that there is no distraction. You have a clear head to do what you want to do. Before we move to the last thing, I just want to say that you can start evaluating your goal from the beginning. You want to know if your goal is smart, if it is specific, if it is measurable, if it is accurate or achievable, if it is realistic, if it is time bound. You can evaluate your goal from the beginning. You can evaluate your goal in the process of doing that goal. That means right in the middle. You want to be sure you are still on track. Then at the end of the year, or at the end of whichever goal you have made, you can also evaluate your goal. You want to know where you have missed it, and you want to make amends. And I want to say something this evening, that whether you achieve your goals or not, there's always something to learn. There's always something to learn. So don't beat yourself up too much. Don't beat yourself too much that, oh, this year I wanted this particular goals and I was not able to achieve it. Don't beat yourself up too much. Just pick yourself up from where you start. Do the evaluation. What are those things that I didn't get right? What are those things that I need to put in place henceforth? What are those things that I need to eliminate? I said something, said it helps, goal evaluation helps you to eliminate the deficiencies, those things that you need to just remove, those things that you need to add. And lastly, I would like to say this. To be your goals, you need to set your goals and evaluate your goals. To be your goals, you need to set your goals. Or to achieve your goals, you need to set your goals and evaluate your goals. Thank you for having me tonight. God bless you. So, I have an assignment for you all, but before that, anyone have any question? Any question? Any question at all?
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Eunice. Was almost mentioned Mofe. That was a powerful one. A powerful one. Thank you so much for the eye-opening session. All right. A very quick one. Does anyone have questions for Miss Eunice? If you do, just do that by typing I using the chat box. Anybody? I using the chat box immediately, so that we can. Okay, I can see Deborah Roland. Who else, please? Deborah Roland is number one. Who else? With this eye-opening stuff she shared with us, I'm certain we should actually have much more people asking questions this evening. Any other person, please? It's going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Without no order, I would love to invite Miss Deborah Roland to ask her questions. Please proceed with your question, ma'am. Deborah Roland, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Ma, please, I have a question. In evaluating a group goal setting, how do you ensure that everyone is working towards the goal, achieving that goal, ma? That's in a group.
Okay.
Yes, ma. N-
All right.
You are specified on individual, like your personal goal now. But in a case where there is a group goal, maybe for a year or a week, and you're working collectively, how do you know if the other person or other people in the group are also working towards achieving the goal, ma?
All right. Thank you so much. It's almost similar to what um an individual is going to do. Now, for the even if it's a group, there's a way you set a group goals. Probably just the slide that I shared the other time. That the goal, the activity. Let me give you an example. Probably for your team member, you set a goal that this year you're going to have 3 programs. Or let me use for an NGO, probably an outreach, 3 outreach this year. And one of the ways that you put in place to achieve the goal is to ensure that you guys come together, meet, strategize, plan those things. Those are the activities to achieve the goals. Now, when it comes to evaluating it, you still need to ask questions. Were we able to come for meetings? How many meetings do we do? Were we able to? How many people attended the meeting? Now, I know it's going to for meeting for a group of people and for team is quite not easy when it comes to evaluating. It's easy for individual, but yeah, thank you for that question, ma. So you still need to be specific. What are those things that you didn't do right as a team member, as team members? What are those things that you need to now put in place to achieve those things? Now, last year in my organization, we had an evaluation. It was just a little feedback from them. So I asked them some questions. What are those things that we didn't do right last year? And when they started talking, I was amazed. Okay, before now we usually do this particular program, we're not doing it again. So I had to pen those things down. So you can actually ask everyone, what are those things that you feel that we're not doing right that we need to put in place? What are those things that we did right that we need to work more and even do it better? So it's just the same way, but you can now it's not as if as a leader, if you are the leader, you are the one doing it alone. You need to carry them all along and do it together. I hope I've answered the question, ma.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome. So any other question before I hand over to Pastor Shegun? So because I want to give us an assignment and I want us to submit it tomorrow morning before 12 p.m. I want, just like the slide I shared, I'm going to share the document with everyone. That particular slide that has the goal, the activity, and the outcome. I want you to draft your own too. Just 1 or 2 goals. Just share 1 or 2 goals with us, and the activity. What are those things that you want to put in place? But now the activity is not going to be at the stage of the goal setting. It's going to be at the stage of the goal evaluating. So we are, just like I said, when you're evaluating your goal, you're asking yourself questions. Now, goal evaluating. Now, the goal, the activity is now what you can it's just an example. It's not necessary that I just want to be sure you've actually gotten what I'm trying to pass across. So I just want you to the outcome, you can leave the space of the outcome, just leave it blank. But ensure that the goal, the activity, and the outcome, you can just do it in a sheet of paper or your jotter, and let me have the screenshots tomorrow before 12 p.m. I hope the assignment is well understood. Are you all sleeping? Mr. Goodness, you didn't talk today. Yeah.
No, ma, we are still up and waiting for you, ma.
You said?
We are up, ma. We are not sleeping, ma.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for not sleeping. All right. Thank you. Sister Good has not talked today. So anyway, thank you so much for having me. I really want to appreciate Pastor Shegun for giving me the privilege to speak tonight. So I want to say thank you everyone, and thank you to all the panelists that we still speak and those that have spoken since yesterday. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. Over to you,
Thank
sir.
you, ma, for enlightening us. God bless you, ma. We appreciate.
Amen. Thank
I'm
you.
really blessed. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Eunice, for that powerful session. God bless you greatly, ma'am. Thank you for